from the New Day. Give me that whole yeah. Give it to me. I need it.
Hello and a very warm welcome to the Gimme Whole Year Wrestling podcast. My name is Ann and today I am joined by the moderator of all moderators. You've seen him in chat many times. He's always looking out for the place and making it a safe community to hang around with. It's You Don't Know Jack.
Yay, my name's Jack.
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing very well.
Good. WrestleMania tomorrow, dude.
It's a weird thought, isn't it?
It's the most exciting show of the year. What are you talking about?
Well, I'd say Rumble is, but it's... I always look forward to Mania, but I was like, holy crap, it's like in 24 hours we were seeing a bit of Mania.
Did you just say the C word?
Yeah.
I'm going to get our moderator onto you. Rock and roll. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. We are going to go through our WrestleMania 37 predictions. Tomorrow night, we are doing a watch-along of the WrestleMania 37. If you want to come and hang out with us, voice your opinions, join the chat, you can do all that. Also, check out our Discord, which is in the links below. And if you could like this video, helps us out. Share it. And also, I've also said that anyone that puts out a prediction video, we will share it on our Twitter, quite happily. And on our Discord, just post it in there. And my dude Jack, who also helps us with the Twitter as well as the Facebook, is going to share it out there. Get it out. It's going to be cool. So can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Are you ready, Jackie boy?
I was born ready.
He was born ready. Let's go with the first match then. Lana and Naomi versus Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose versus the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan and Ruby Riot versus Natalya and Tamina. Who you got, dude?
Well, I've got the Riot Squad. Because, to me, they seem like the only tag team in it. Possibly not, but there weren't just two singles stars that are put together for no real reason other than we want to get everyone on the card.
Isn't that most of the female tag teams? Sorry to sort of...
Yeah. And the men's tag teams as well.
Let's be perfectly honest, absolutely. Interesting, so you've got the Riot Squad.
Yeah, Riot Squad.
Cool, an interesting reason. I've got none of the announced participants.
Oh, yes. There is another team, isn't there?
Well, there's rumours that tonight on SmackDown hasn't happened this evening, but there's rumours that Carmella and Billie Kay are getting together. Billie Kay being on the hunt for a tag team partner for a long-ass time. I don't think that Billie Kay is actually going to even partake in the match, so I'm not even saying Carmella and Billie Kay. I'm saying Carmella and Bayley. There is no way you can do WrestleMania after the past year and not have Bayley on it in some sort of featured moment.
Yeah, it really bothers me actually how much Bayley has basically carried the company and isn't getting a share.
No, it's weird, isn't it, man? I mean, she absolutely should. So that is my prediction for that match. Let's go on to the next match, which could be match of the weekend: Cesaro versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, it definitely could be. And this is the first time Cesaro's had a main card singles match at WrestleMania.
Well, he was on a pre-show, wasn't he? Was it 30?
Last one? 36 pre-show, I think.
Cedric Alexander, so it would have been 36, I think.
But just main card then.
Yeah.
Just main card.
Yeah.
It's weird to think about.
It's mad. Who you got, my brother?
This one is... Now, I think Cesaro might win. I also think Seth might win. But I think the main thing is Becky's going to come back.
Really? What, during the Seth Rollins match?
Yeah, well, probably just after it.
What, and give him a kiss or some crap?
Yeah, probably. Well, hopefully beat him to pieces, but...
I mean, I don't think they should because of sort of heel Seth versus... Because Cesaro can't make a heel at the minute. And with fans... I'm going to give this one to Cesaro. I think there's going to be a lot of face wins during this WrestleMania. There normally is anyway.
Normally, yeah.
And I think that this is going to be an opportunity to pop the fans. As opposed to just give it to Seth, which would be the obvious choice. So I'm going to Cesaro, you're going Seth, yes?
Yeah, okay.
Now let's go on to the next match. Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon in a Nickelodeon Gunge. Get your own back. Fun house. It's a whole lot of fun. Prizes to be won.
Why does this match exist?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Oh.
You know, it's interesting. Someone came on the stream the other day and they said, "What's your favorite WWE storyline at the minute?" And I went, "I don't, none."
I remember that, and I was like, I don't know at the moment. I
can't think. Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. This is in a steel cage. Is Gunge gonna get involved, dude? Please tell me not.
I'd hope not. Only because, well, for many reasons, but also practically, Raymond James doesn't have a roof on it.
Right.
So I don't know where they'd store it. Well, actually, no, they've got the rigging above the ring, haven't they?
Yeah.
They could. Let's hope they don't.
I think Gunge is going to be involved, even if it is at the end of the match. So there's one little bonus prediction that's awful. Braun's got to win, right?
I'd hope so, but the booking has been, even for WWE, the booking has been so backwards for this match.
Hey, do you remember what Braun did last year at WrestleMania?
Oh,
Won the Universal Championship. He was Universal Champion. He got kinky with Bray Wyatt in a swamp.
He did.
And here he is, Shane O'Mac.
This match might make me cry. It really might.
Rock and roll. Let's. It's got to be Braun, right? Are we both predicting Braun?
Well, no, I'm saying Shane because I don't think Shane's recorded since he came back in 2016, 17, wherever. I don't think he's had a loss yet.
Did he win against The Miz?
Yes, at Rumble last year.
No, the Mania one.
Oh yeah. I can't remember. I don't think he lost.
He better not win, man. I mean, Braun Strowman basically took on two people this week on Raw and a handicap match, beat them both. He's going to lose to a 50-year-old retired dude, yeah?
That's what I was thinking, but Shane, they always like, here's a typical pay-per-view Shane match: beat down, beat down, beat down, beat down, beat down. Somehow he gets momentum on a slip up and wins.
He's gonna slip up on Gunge. Oh my god! Yeah. I think you might be right, dude.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
I think you might be right. Well, you're going Shane O'Mac. I am going Braun. I'm gonna have faith that WWE do the right thing. Let's go into the next match.
You're right.
The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles and Omos, or Omas. What they're calling him nowadays. Is Omas just a whole thing? That sounds like a bloody whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's Omos on the...
Okay.
Well, on the Raw, it's Omos, but maybe that's just WWE thing. I don't know.
Who knows, man? He's fighting in his debut match at WrestleMania. What do you think of this match? I mean, I think it's just going to be... I don't think he's going to get involved much.
I think it was a case of the writers went in January or something, right? We've got a draft card here for WrestleMania. Oh, God, what's AJ doing?
Oh, we forgot AJ. We forgot one of the most talented wrestlers in the world, and they're giving this guy to get over.
Basically, a synonym for wrestling in the last 20 years.
Look, I think there'll be a decent spot to it. I think AJ Styles is an intelligent enough wrestler to be able to come up with something that uses Omos' size to his advantage. Which is why I'm going to say that AJ and Omos get the win here.
Yeah, okay.
Outsider.
I'm going to say it's be New Day retain.
Okay.
Purely because I like their podcast.
Perfect reasoning. Let's go into the next match, the celebrity match of night one. It's Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Who's Bad Bunny?
I think it's a type of cake.
Some sort of rapper? Apparently it's quite big in America.
Rapper.
So it's Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus The Miz and John Morrison. Who you got, brother?
Easily Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
Lock of the night, innit, brother?
I think because we've had quite a lot of celebrity matches at Mania. I don't think the celebrities have also ever recorded a loss.
Probably not.
No.
No. Well, was it Butterbean? Certainly didn't lose against.
Bart Gunn.
The boxer.
Bart Gunn.
What?
No.
Bubblegum.
Bart Gunn.
Against Bart Gunn. Yes,
15.
that's the one. Brother.
That was his reward.
Yeah, the
for
boxing
winning
match
Brawl
reward.
for All.
Where he got
He
his
got
ass kicked.
KTFO'd in about 30 seconds.
Yeah. So, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. I'm interested to see Damian Priest on a big stage, nice WrestleMania entrance, and
Yeah.
and I think that's fine. We'll see. I'm not interested. Whatever. Should we move on?
Yeah, oh yes.
So probably our two sort of main events. However, in terms of ordering, I do believe that this match will be the first match at WrestleMania, and that's Bobby.
I think I know which match you're gonna say.
It's Bobby Lashley with MVP versus Drew McIntyre, the singles match for the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going on first for the
match.
Big pop in it for Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, Drew, because if normal is to give the challenger the first entrance, so I think they would go. Drew has also carried the company on his back like Bailey, so we'll give him the pop of the night.
Yeah,
Although
I think so.
The crowd's gonna be popping a lot tomorrow and Sunday. Because they haven't been a crowd for a year, so they can save out.
It's Mania. I'm sure the people there should be excited for it as well.
Hope so.
Yeah, cool. So, yeah, we both think Drew McIntyre's winning this, right?
Easily Drew McIntyre.
Claymore, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. And then the thing that I'm going to think is main event, and even though I think the build for it has been pretty diabolical, is a singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, which is Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. Who you got, brother?
Bianca, easy.
Yeah, if it's going to be a main event, it's going to be in it. Is Sasha fully heel now? What's going off there?
I literally couldn't tell you if Sasha's heel yet. I mean, I think she is. It would make sense if they're going to push Bianca, but...
Maybe Bailey could cost Sasha. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Ooh, that would be an interesting thing.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it feels like Bianca's moment for this. I just think the build to this match hasn't been as engaging as I'd like it to be.
No, it's been very stop and start. It's like, these two need to get tag titles, and then they fail and they totally forget.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't there for that.
It's just WWE boring, like easy storytelling, to be perfectly honest, and that's my issue with it. It hasn't had any sort of depth that it's needed, and been a bit weird at times. So yeah, but I agree with you. I think Bianca Belair is winning.
Definitely.
Rock and roll. Let's move on to night 2, my brother. Night 2, April the 11th, WrestleMania. Way.
Night 2.
Can these only last like 3 or 4 hours, please? I think they're going to try and push it because of the bloody fans, you know.
Well, they said last night, I know you didn't see last night's Stand Deliver. I said it would finish at 3:15, and it finished, I think, about 3:45.
What?
I don't want to spoil the last match because it is one of my match of the night.
Really?
And I'm sure when you see it, you'll go, oh yeah, Jack was right. It's really good. But
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I look forward to watching it later on. Let's go straight off to the Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler with Reginald versus the Tag Team Turmoil winners. The tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships.
I'm going to give it, because I'm assuming the Riot Squad are going to go through, so I'm going to give it to the Riot Squad.
Okay, that'd be a nice big WrestleMania moment. That'd be something interesting, actually. I'm going to say that it's Nia Jax and... I'm going to say the Tag Team Turmoil winners, but I think that's going to be Bayley and Carmella.
Okay. So, yeah, no, I'll give you that.
I think there's something interesting, actually, in that Bayley's been sort of complaining on social media about not being on the card, and actually, if she's to appear over both nights, she'd be on the card more than anyone else.
Well, I've thought about that, because when I've seen it, I'm like, this definitely work, because WWE are very restrictive of what they let people say. And if they're letting her say, I mean, I don't even know if it's actually... I don't know her real name, but if Bayley is actually writing that, And it could be someone else's long term. I'm giving them a lot of credit, but someone booking long term for her.
You like my booking, brother?
Yeah, I prefer your booking.
Yeah, I should write for WWE. Next match, we have Matt Riddle versus Sheamus for the WWE United States Championship. Who you got, brother?
Easy, Sheamus. Easy.
Easy?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Sheamus, I think the US title is the only belt he needs to get either a Grand Slam or I can't remember what the other one is called, but it'll come to me later. And to do it at WrestleMania was even bigger. And also, I don't think Riddle's being booked as like the biggest thing in the US Championship.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. I feel really sorry for Matt Riddle. They've got him riding around backstage on a scooter at the minute. However, yeah, I think Sheamus, for this sort of big victory at WrestleMania, I think that's a great booking. And yeah, it's a shame in many respects he's not this sort of face and carried that on with Drew in many respects.
Yeah.
But I don't like the way that they're booking Riddle at all. He's so goofy, man.
It is so goofy.
So goofy.
You can't take him serious.
Let's move on to the next one, which again could be match of the weekend. Obviously, Kevin Owens facing Sami Zayn, a match that has come out of nowhere like an RKO, and potentially is an exciting match because we know what these two can do.
Well, they've had quite a few matches before, haven't they?
Yes, loads. I mean, they've had a massive history of matches, but we've seen how good some of their matches can be. Battlegrounds, I think it was, a couple of years ago. I remember the Battlegrounds pay-per-view because of that match. It was brilliant, you know?
Yeah, I forgot about that one as well.
And the other thing is Logan Paul, so this is your celebrity appearance. I believe he's a YouTuber, Jack?
From what I know, he's a YouTuber with not a very nice reputation.
Has he got as many subscribers as us?
Probably not, no. I can't see how he would.
Don't know him.
We've got 667 subscribers.
The neighbour of the beast, brother. The neighbour of the beast. Rock and roll, I think that even though Logan Paul is with Sami Zayn on this, I think this is maybe a celebrity loss. I think it's going to be Kevin Owens. I think that Logan Paul might turn against Sami or something like that. As part of the story. It's a shame that he's involved in this, because if it was just them two fighting over something like, a good story, match of the weekend easy.
I think you might be right there. I mean, it might be like going back to quite a while ago, which I'm ashamed of. WrestleMania 14, Shawn Michaels had Mike Tyson in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike Tyson's just shown up in AEW.
Yes, he has.
So they might have Logan Paul, who is the surrogate Mike Tyson. I hate myself for saying that. He might cost Sami in the match and embarrass himself in the process. And yeah, just WWE are not of us booking out a spite.
There we go. I think that's the way it's going to go, Jackie baby. Cool. Let's go on to the Nigerian drum fight.
Oh my God!
What's that, Jack? What's the stipulation of this match, mate?
Well, they've explained it as the first person to perform the brilliant solo from "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins gets it. So. Again. Oh no! You
don't you be getting our copyright
police.
Strike? You don't you be getting our copyright strike? So this is Big E versus Apollo Crews for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah. It's 100% going to be Apollo Crews winning. 100%.
Why?
The booking for neither has been great.
Okay.
But Big E is getting his entrance played for him by, I can't remember the name of the band, but I know that there's a live band doing his entrance. So, not
the Searchers. The Searchers, the Tremolos.
Someone.
Carry on.
Someone. I've got my phone here, but I can't bother to look it up.
We don't care on this podcast. We just talk crap.
Yeah, exactly. oh, did you just say the C word?
I'll get your moderator on it to you. Go on then. So who you got, Big E or Apollo Crews? So you got Apollo Crews?
Apollo, yeah.
Really, I've got Big
Apollo.
E.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is your opportunity to. I think there's going to be a lot of championship changes this weekend, and this to me feels like one to keep Big E looking strong and get that win at Mania. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what Apollo will do with the Intercontinental Championship after this. I know that's harsh, and he's had sort of a lot of time put into him, but I think the time's been put in for this. I think that this. Does that make sense?
I think it's sort of like, when I think it was 97 or 98, when Austin was the IC champion, and they wanted him to go to World, and he just literally gave the belt back on Raw. And I think that I've got a little thing they're doing that with Big E, because I think I've heard or I dreamed that they want to give him a push and they want to put him I think he'd do well world title.
Okay. Yeah, I think he'll be world title. I think he will go to the Universal Championship in the future, but I think for now this is for him to look strong. So out of all of the ones that I think are going to change hands, I don't think this one will.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Let's talk about the single match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship next. Let's talk about Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. This is my brutality, Jack.
The only reason I would say Rhea Ripley is going to win, by the way, that is my prediction, Rhea Ripley, is because Asuka's had the belt since, I think Becky gave it to her?
Yes. And they've not done out with her.
And yeah, they've done absolutely nothing. So they probably will give it to Rhea Ripley.
I think it could be quite a good, a big moment for sort of wrestling when Rhea Ripley wins that title. I think as such a young talent to put the sort of belt on her and Bianca Belair being solely WWE trained, Rhea Ripley being a young girl who's gone to WWE at a young age, I think is really exciting. And I think that could certainly mix up the programming for the next few years. So I agree. I think Rhea Ripley's taking this.
Renee, I can't pronounce her surname.
Paquette, is it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Renee, if you're watching.
She's not watching. We have 667 subscribers.
Yeah, but one of them's got to be John Moxley.
Well, his birthday's on the same day as mine, so maybe he's cool
He's the same age as you, Anne.
Is he?
I think he is. He looks so much older than you.
Does he? Oh, thanks, baby.
I mean, I think that's got something to do with being smacked in the face a lot as a job for the last 15 years, but still.
Mate, I haven't been smacked that much, I'll be perfectly honest.
Oh, I've heard your boxing career is brilliant.
My boxer's career is not good. I keep melting the bloody straps on them. I've got weird clown boxers. Anyway, I think we're going off subject. What was we talking about? Anthony's pants.
Oh yes, Rhea Ripley. I listened to her on Renee's podcast just today. She seems very, very just going with it. So
nice. I think she's great. I think she's a wonderful youth talent. I really liked her in NXT UK, so I can't wait to see what she's going to do with the spotlight. But we'll see how WWE handle that. Let's talk about the match. The Fiend with Alexa Bliss versus Randall Keith Orton.
Well, this first of all, is this going to be as they said, is this going to be a match or is this going to be a Firehouse Funhouse?
At the moment, it's listed as a singles match. I can't see us getting a single match out with these because any time these two meet in the ring, it ends up being an absolute bloody mess, to be perfect.
Yeah, I remember the last time. Oh god.
Well, not even the Inferno match was in terms of wrestling was garbage. Are you telling me you're going to put Randy Orton and the Fiend in front of a crowd? I understand from a sort of crowd pop for the Fiend's perspective, perfect. But are you actually going to do that in front of a crowd? Are WWE willing to not have control of the audience's reaction as they do in the Thunderdome and let an audience react to the Fiend in the way that they want them to react?
Well, I do get the argument of what WWE are sort of doing for the last decade or so of minimizing backstage, but because it's always like, oh, I paid I don't know how much to get in here, and I'm watching TV. Okay, but
yeah,
there are reasons for it, and yes, controlling the reaction. That would be one. And the last was the fire one or the WrestleMania where they had maggots on the ring.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago, and that went down like crap as well. That was a terrible match.
The person I was seeing at the time, I was watching it with her, and she knew nothing about wrestling at all. And I remember watching that match through like gritted teeth. I was like, oh gosh, you hate me.
If my partner watches some of the rubbish that I've seen from Bray Wyatt, she would honestly be like, why the hell do you watch this? This is stupid. Can we not just watch the Toxic Avenger?
Establish yourself well before that.
So yeah, cool. I think this is going to be a Firefly Funhouse match, and I actually think that it's going to be more like a House of Horrors match. So if you remember that match that again Randy Orton and the Fiend had, it was a match that happened backstage, a pre-film segment, and then ended up in the ring. I think we're going to get some garbage like that, to be perfectly honest.
Was that the one when the Hardys and they were in TNA and they did the?
That's right.
Their final deletion.
That was right, and this was WWE's answer to that at the time. I think you're right. I think they want both. I think they want the crowd reaction as well as the sort of video stuff. So I think we'll get a Firefly Funhouse match, and I want everyone to sort of watch this and just watch if it's putting the Fiend over or if it's putting Randy Orton over. Because I can tell you how it's going to be. It's going to be putting Randy Orton over. The Fiend is not going to get over in this match.
No way.
You know, it's weird.
I think Orton's on 19 years in WWE alone.
He's got a lot of history. So
he's built up a lot of clout now.
There we go.
I'm sure he can just go back to say no.
So the Fiend is winning the promo match, whatever it is, yeah?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly.
I think he should do. If not, he's completely buried, isn't he, as a Toxic Avenger?
Very much.
Next match and final match of the weekend, we have Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman versus Edge and Daniel Bryan. A three-way that didn't need to be a three-way. Sometimes two people getting together and having a good time in the ring is better than three people.
100%, because I think it was only 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, they announced Daniel Bryan's and on paper, Daniel Bryan is one of the best wrestlers for a while, at least.
Yeah, 100%.
And given main event WrestleMania, yes, please, only a year. But
this one didn't need it.
No, it felt pushed in.
Yeah, it felt pushed in. So who have you got to win this, dude? Have they put Daniel Bryan so that Edge can get the pin on Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns can remain strong? Is that seems to be what a lot of people are saying?
That's my assumption, that it'll be Daniel Bryan will eat the pin for Edge.
Okay. And
my assumption was originally before the Secret became a thing, The Rock was going to get, Roman would go over and The Rock would get involved. Or The Rock would do a WrestleMania 27 and cost Roman it. And we'd go into a Roman versus Rock fight, possibly for SummerSlam. Even possibly for WrestleMania in Los Angeles in 2023, I think it is.
Yep.
But, yeah, so I think wherever we get, Roman is still going to look strong. We remember Royal Rumble where he lately should have lost. But, yeah, so Roman will look strong, but the belt has effectively died with him. So I think to give it life, they can give it to Edge. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll go with that.
So you're going with Edge. Cool. I'm going with Roman, man. I think that the putting Daniel Bryan in there is to potentially swerve people in the match a little bit, to make people think that Edge is going to pin Daniel Bryan. I think Roman's going to destroy the hell out of the hell out of the pair of them. I think Edge with the title, I don't see what Edge in this year could bring to the title. And actually, I think if they're going to do The Rock, who's sort of, he's been in a few movies and stuff like that, if they're going to do The Rock versus Roman Reigns in a couple of years, which has been rumored for a long time, they're cousins, it sort of makes sense, and gets a huge spotlight back into wrestling as well. Why not have Roman Reigns as a champion for 2 years? Why not have a dominant run with that championship before that, and then he can beat The Rock, and then whoever takes over that championship, it would mean a hell of a lot more.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, they've done lengthy title reigns before, and yeah. And if anyone's probably going to
that's really interesting, Jack. Did that title reign work, the CM Punk title reign?
I think not towards the end, especially.
Okay.
Because, and I can almost pinpoint the exact moment it stopped working, because I was at Survivor Series 2011.
Okay.
When he got the belt off Del Rio, and the pop was unbelievable. I can't remember what it was like on TV, but in real life, it was like, wow. And I always thought, because I took a day off to watch Raw 1000. That was in 2012 or 13, and I saw CM Punk turn heel, and he did it by beating out The Rock, and he said, "Yeah, this was a Vince thing," and Vince said, I owe you one, pal," and he never did, obviously. And I think he was never quite the same after that, especially because to be a good heel, you probably got to go down the Chris Jericho route of having like no merchandise or very little merchandise.
Love that. Yeah.
And CM Punk at the time had like a new show every week or so.
Yeah. Tommaso Ciampa did it as well, by the way, as an interesting fact. What a great match with Walter this week. Cool. Yeah, so that's how I sort of see it. I think Roman, keep it on him. Keep it on him. I'm fine with that. Okay. The thing is, even if you don't keep it on him, do you think he's going to be off TV every week? He's going to be on TV every week anyway. So just keep a bloody belt on him.
Yeah, I think you're right on that as well, because he's on TV for he's got the opening promo of SmackDown. I don't think SmackDown, I don't know the ratings, how it breaks down, but SmackDown, I don't think it's suffering for that.
No, I don't think it is. And kids like Roman Reigns, like the physical sort of prowess of Roman Reigns is sort of makes a good action figure, doesn't it? So I think keep it on him. He's going to be on our TV show anyway, and just try and do some interesting programs with him until he beats The Rock. And then if it is Big E, cool. I don't know who it'd be, because we're talking 2 years down the line. But the person that takes that off him could be a star making moment for them. So.
Oh, definitely. Although if it's star making, would they give it to The Rock? Then again, they gave Brock the star making of beating The Undertaker, so...
No, The Rock is losing against Roman Reigns for sure.
Oh, will that be heat? Oh, that's good call.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, there's some interesting points, but I think most of it sounds garbage.
Yeah, most of the cards, you can just tell, they just... they made this on the back of a packet of cigarettes, didn't they?
They certainly did, my brother. They certainly did. Jackie, baby, brother, thank you so much for joining me today. Honestly, all of your work that you put in, both behind the scenes on the Facebook, the Twitter, as well as the work that you do on moderating the channel, and you are the person who helps create a safe environment for us all to talk. And that goes out to anyone that helps us out with the podcast, from Danny to other people that are promoted and stuff like this. All of you dudes who share the videos every time, seriously, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We do.
Thank you. And thank you, Jack.
Amazing. Thank you.
You're a beautiful man.
So, yeah.
Cool.
As well as Tigger. Tigger is beautiful as well.
Tigger is beautiful as well. If you share your prediction videos on your YouTube channel, please tweet them out to us at Twitter. Give me a yeah. The link is at the top of the page. Well, not the link, just writing. You can type it into Twitter yourself. Come on, don't be lazy. Cool. Jackie boy. Oh, you can also talk about the predictions on the Discord as well. Jack's on there quite a lot, so go and check him out. And send some love to Jack. I thought you did a great job in this video. Well done, man. And thank you for Tigger for joining us as well.
Tigger says that it is his pleasure.
Tigger rocks. Rock and roll, dude. Sign us out.
Okay.
What are we doing it like? Are we doing it like a Claymore?
Well, it is so like Claymore. You read my mind.
And then at the end of it, we're all going to say, "Hull yeah," right?
This is the worst thing Dawn's ever done.
I freaking hate this, man. Do you want to come up with something new? Please do.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. This might stick, guys. This might stick. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes.
Here we go. Bear in mind, my disability means this is so not good. If you're not down with a Gimme Whole Year podcast, no, I ain't. What was it? Oh God, he's my favorite wrestler of all time.
It's all right. We're only filming live. Don't worry.
Oh, that's all right. If you great.
Let's stay with the Claymore.
Give me a whole yeah.
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Well, hello and welcome to Give Me a Oh Yeah. I hope everyone there, right there in Yorkshire, is having a nice day. Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Yeah.